What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Wingin It podcast. Jack, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Happy to be back.
Yep, the album gonna be dropping soon, people. The album gonna be
Yeah,
dropping soon.
and I put in some time, even to the point to where my fiance left for the weekend because she's like, "Hey, look, I'm gonna give you the weekend. Do what you got to do." And yeah, I got it knocked out, man. So I just got to clean it up and submit it to TuneCore, and we done. We in there.
She gave you the weekend and she took the switch. Andre, how you doing, man?
I mean, I'm doing all right. Just parental duties, but yeah, other than that, I'm good.
Hey.
And Shadow, if you can hear me.
What? Yep, I have daddy woes, but it's for a company. So, yeah, that's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing.
All right, so Shadow, what you been playing, man?
Man, you know what it is, God. Cause channel dead. So I've been playing Streets of Rage 4 till I die. So that and
I see.
yeah, yeah. I popped on Gears of War for a little second. Other than that, it's just been watching my son play Genshin Impact repeatedly. Other than that, it's just been that's been pretty much my life until I can finally upload a video, then I can stream stuff.
Okay, all right, Jack, what you been playing?
Nothing. Actually, the crazy thing about it is the Tales of Kenzura. I'm playing it right now as we're on the podcast because I bought it, didn't have an opportunity to download it, and so starting to realize for like the first 5 minutes, it feels a lot like Prince of Persia.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm interested to see what this is, but this is my first time touching a video game in about a month. So I guess I can say that's what I'm playing right now.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah,
all right, Andre.
Well, in the last week, I blew through the first Saints Row.
How'd you feel about that?
I actually, because I played every other game in the series. I literally played every other game in the series except for the newer one and the first one. So it's like,
right.
I have the first one. Let me just go ahead and play it, and I blew through it real fast.
Oh yeah,
but it
the
was
second
way
one is my
better.
favorite.
It was way better than 3 and 4.
Yep.
And it was like, when I looked at it, I was like, this was way ahead of its time versus Grand Theft Auto.
Yep. That's why I was like, part 2 will forever be my favorite.
Saints Row 2 is still the better game, but I was like, because there were a few kinks they definitely had to work out from the first one. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than 3, 4, and Got Out of Hell.
Yeah, Saints Row 1 to me was like that was the one. That was the one that was like, hey, GTA, pay attention, because they kind of like they laid out progression well. I mean the combat was okay, but the driving, like a lot of that stuff was done pretty well, and obviously there was room for improvement in 2. But there's a bunch of games out there that kind of show GTA what to do. Like there was stuff that I thought Streets of LA. True Crime did really well.
Yep.
I think GTA, especially the combat, like True Crime combat was, I thought it was stellar.
I miss True Crime, man. Damn, I miss that game.
They need to bring it back.
Yeah. It's a couple, like, so if people are listening, if publishers are listening, look, man, y'all can't just let GTA take 10 years to put out a game and y'all don't put nothing out like in between. Y'all better capitalize on that.
There's a gap, and like I understand why the most recent iteration of Saints Row didn't work out, but the first game and the second game were both solid. The third game
that's when they went wacky, right? With the third game,
it was. If the third game was leaning in that direction, it's still more grounded. But the fourth game is where they completely just said, "Now we losing the plot. we know we losing the plot. And we gonna do it on purpose."
Yeah. I've been playing Tales of Kenzura. Love that game. Racists hate that game. We're gonna be getting to them in a second. Love that game. Tekken 8, still loving Tekken 8. I will say Tekken 8 surprised me. Eddie Gordo surprised me. I thought I wasn't gonna like the way he played. I like the way he plays.
Okay.
I like the way Eddie plays. Do not like the Killmonger hairstyle, so I had to go back to Tekken 3. I'm sick of the Killmonger hairstyle. I'm like, bro, Michael B. Jordan, dude, you and your stylists need to start getting royalties
residuals,
on that. It's ridiculous.
You didn't see that hairstyle anywhere before Killmonger. I mean, yeah, it might maybe 1 or 2 people,
but not. And it wasn't even like that. It wasn't, because
most people was like, why would I want to look like a sideways palm tree.
Yeah, they have it, and they just have like a ball fade on the side. That's it.
Right.
Do the whole comb over mess into that, and I'm just in here like, y'all really ain't got no friends. Y'all don't have no black friends, do you? Y'all went and watched Black Panther, y'all enjoyed it, and now y'all doing the same exact. It's bad when Capcom has better hairstyles than y'all.
Right. Very bad.
I remember when Tress Effects was a thing that was bragged about, and I'm like, so y'all doing hair? Y'all should write an AI model for that and make sure it's accurate across the board. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody get it right.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi.
Hey,
I don't know what
Vicky.
you're talking about, but if you're gonna have hair in any game, then you should get like Ebonics or Mira, who be doing all the CC for Sims. If you're gonna have some hair. Between the two of them, that's all you need.
I second that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing, just like Tekken and Tales of Kenzera. I did jump back into Astral Chain and Scarlet Nexus just because I needed my anime game fix.
Mm-hmm.
So I did jump back into that. Forgot how good Scarlet Nexus was, so that's that. Vicky, what you been playing?
I've been playing. Well, I'm playing all my Anomaly games.
Mm-hmm.
My Anomaly horror games. So I found a new one that I really want to play. But lately I've been playing School Labyrinth a lot, and I've been playing Occult, which they're fun because it's a group of us that play. But because Action Jack doesn't want to play. So
I told you I don't know what you're talking
shade.
about. I am not aware of what you're speaking of.
Not calling out anybody's names, Jack.
I haven't received any invites, Vicky, to these games you're talking about.
Okay. All right. I'll send you an invite.
We need callbacks for all the Forest episodes.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
I know, because we're about to start up a Sons of the Forest game, so
What is that? I never heard of that.
Okay. All right. But I did just see an indie game that I wanted to play. That's a fishing game. Again, I love my fishing games, so I've been trying to just find all indie cozy fishing games that are out there.
Oh, okay.
And then Disney Dreamlight Valley is supposed to drop a new update soon, so I'm trying to get my valley back together again.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did read about that last week. It's that one, and it's another game that's getting an update. I was like, okay, cool, because I had stopped hearing about Dreamlight Valley. Did they finally get out of beta or whatever?
I don't know if they're real. I don't know what they're doing. They just we're just
keep putting stuff out.
Yeah, we keep getting free updates, and if there's a bug, they're like, "Here's free stuff. We're sorry about the bug." So
I'll take $3.99. I'll take $3.99.
So
this is the inflation. I'll take $3.99 any day of the week.
It seems like they want to go. It seems like they want to go to the Genshin model. Like they're kind of like, we're going to constantly update this, but please stay connected so we can kind of like model what you guys want, so we can do this gacha thing that we can make you pay for. I don't think they figured it out yet though, so they're kind of like they're in this weird in between place.
Yeah, because like you get Moonlight or Dreamlight or whatever, but you have to Moonstone. That's what it's called. But you can earn them for free, or you can pay. And it's like, oh, you want to get a new house and update it? That would be 5,000 moonstones.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, player.
I mean, these sound like a Tom price.
Yeah, Tom Nook.
right.
It is because you be like,
somebody been watching and paying attention to Animal Crossing.
Because like I want Ursula to be able to walk around. They'll give you her human version, but you gotta pay. That's 3,000. Would you want to pay that? I'm like, you know what? Ursula just gonna stay in the water.
I'll say.
I'm hoarding all my moonstones. Like you can earn them very easily, but until I see something, I'm like, yes, I must have that. But other than that, I'm gonna keep them. I hold everything.
Hi.
How you doing, Debbie?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We all right.
making it.
You got the
We
name
making it.
Debbie Snacks.
Yes,
Okay.
Debbie loves to play horror games.
No, I do. You know what? She be
Oh, so
nope.
so there you go, mistreating another person you talk to.
Sam
Okay.
Bully strikes again.
She's a victim of Vicky.
A deep adulterated victim, like knee deep in.
So Debbie, what you been playing?
On Mondays I've been playing horror streams with somebody who, grabs me by my hair and forces it upon me. I'm not gonna say any names,
Wow.
but
Debo.
You call yourself
Debo.
a friend? Wow.
yes.
More people.
But I have been playing Fall Guys and I have been doing Key Miller games currently. So I've been
Key Miller?
enjoying Key Miller. They you review games, honest opinion about them, and it gives them a chance to showcase what they got to people and broader audiences.
Okay.
See, I'm all for that type of review. If
No,
companies want an honest review, I'd be happy to jump up and be like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you where everything wrong with your game.
Honest meaning being subtle there, Andre. Like
No. See, you got to break down the walls like the Kool-Aid man and point out
How come you guys won't send me a second game? I don't understand why.
They're like, hey, look. I know y'all watch what I say. Listen, Capcom, I know y'all watching. Pass me a couple games. Just pass me a couple.
Capcom is not going to pass.
Pass me a couple.
as you
Capcom like, oh hell no.
I mean,
hell
yeah, I
no.
know y'all don't want to send me Resident Evil because I ripped that to shreds.
Why can't we get Dino Crisis? This will be your first.
Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis will probably get favorably reviewed just because it's Dino Crisis.
right.
That's the bad part. But don't expect me to go and play Exo Primal and then review it in the light that I would review Dino Crisis. It's not gonna happen.
Oh,
Even
man.
if you throw in my favorite mascot, even if you throw Mega Man in there, I'm not.
Which they did.
Exactly why I'm not, because it's bait. I'm not falling for bait. Nope.
Too funny. All right, Vicky, ready to have the floor for Pie Pop?
Well, let me finish chewing my little salad real quick.
Came in
I didn't talk
smacking,
about something, so I can.
showed up late, eating, just privilege. I see.
I am.
Who gonna
What's up with the loose neck? What's
Who
up
gonna
with the
check
loose neck?
her?
That's not even
As
warranted.
I take a bite of my food, who gonna check her?
Wow, man.
Yes, I'm a
I mean,
favorite. And
at least there was an admittance of it, though, and there wasn't
Right.
like, nah, I'm not. What you talking about? At least
Like,
there was
and the fuck, like, all right.
Wait, okay, I am accepted.
okay. So BIPOC Streamer Awards, where nominations have ended. Obviously, it ran from March 1st to March 31st, and Debbie and I have been working tirelessly to review everybody's content to make sure you guys meet the criteria. And then once we got all that together, and sorry that you guys had to go out and get the emails, but it made it easier for us. It's so much easier. So we could really focus on looking at the content to now move into round 2, which begins May 6th to May 24th. Let me make sure I have those days. May 6th for sure. I think it ends May 24th. Round 2 voting. So everybody would have gotten their emails by now. If you did not get an email, please check your spam box. We shouldn't be in your spam box because I told y'all to add us to your address book. So
She did. She definitely did.
That she did.
either way, I know people don't listen. So either way,
I'm the
round
people that
2
don't listen.
semifinals is May 6th to May 24th. So make sure you get out there and vote. And then the top 15 from round 2 move to round 3 or the finals. And that voting will be June 17th to July 5th. With the award show tentatively on August 3rd. We were going to try to have it still in July at the very end of July, but we realized it was the same time as DreamCon. I know a lot of people are going there. So it would have been chaotic and just a nightmare trying to do it that same weekend. So we had to move it into August, but
Okay.
it gives people time to rally the troops to vote for them. So May 6th voting starts round 2. I believe the Wingin' It podcast was a part of the Chatterbox category.
Yep, we are. So y'all will be seeing us plaster that all over Twitter, everywhere else y'all can find it.
Mhm.
So
And make sure you vote.
yep.
Make sure you vote.
Go
Yep.
vote. Don't, people will be like, I'm going to vote for you.
And then they don't.
And then May 25th, I'm about to go vote. And then you go look and it says voting is over. Like, could have voted on May 6th. So,
Yep.
yeah, no. So we're really excited. And then on May 3rd, we have our second tournament. It's going to be a Fortnite tournament.
Solos.
Yeah, solo, 0 build. I've only played Fortnite like twice. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Lord.
We gonna see. I mean, I'm not there to win, so I don't care. Y'all can kill me. I can't win.
I got work grievances to get out of me.
All right, now, Debbie, you can't win either, huh?
Look, she's like, no. See, look, the winning the thing isn't for her. It's the getting to snipe.
Oh yeah,
particular person. That's her victory.
Yeah, but that's not good for her because I'm like, okay, on Monday we're gonna play Outlast. No problem. We'll play an even scarier game. So you gotta weigh.
See, I think that's if there was really work laws, I think that might be breaking something. I don't know.
I don't like it.
I have to read my employee handbook.
Dang, Vicky.
Report to HR.
Wow.
That's who's HR. Me.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Report to me about your problems
your
with me.
complaint thoroughly.
Hey, what?
Air your grievances with me to me.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, they can't even help you on this one. Jeez.
Look, we third parties. We can't do nothing
at all.
Dang. You could at least have pity in your eyes for me.
I mean, look, we can hold the candlelight visual for you after and sing some songs and do some prayers and stuff like that.
Man.
That's beautiful.
All right, peeps. So you guys heard it. So let's make sure we do our part for the BIPOC Stream Awards and voting. So make sure you do your part as well. We'll have our stuff up in the Discord as well as on Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere else we can plaster so we can get some votes in. We got to win this year. Can't go 0 for 3. You gotta win this. You can't go 0 for 3, man. So, all right. So let's get into this week's foolishness. Number one, Tales of Kenzera, Zao dropped. I am currently playing and enjoying that game a lot. It deals with grief. Has a lot of good action in it. I'm loving and digging the story. We found out about it at the Game Awards this past December. And this is one of my games I've been looking forward to for 2024, to be honest. I'm digging the music, digging the story, digging the art style, digging the gameplay. Took a little bit for me to get used to the combat, but once I got it down and started messing with the trinkets and stuff, I'm enjoying what they did with it. And then I had to go to Twitter.
You let them do
everybody's favorite place. I swear to God,
favorite.
And as you can see by my name, some people have been telling on themselves this week. How are you that mad over a game set in Africa, made by, thought of concept-wise by a black person? I don't know if y'all noticed I'm black. Made by a black person, and you're angry and saying it's DEI. You're saying it's woke. Once again, please stop using woke. That's
especially
not
if you don't know what the term means.
Yeah, you don't know what the term means. It's not what Ron DeSantis says it means. Okay, that's spoiler. It's not what Ron DeSantis says it means. Okay, some of y'all really, really been telling on yourselves this week. Then we see a Uden Chronicle, 100 Heroes. Has any of y'all played Suikoden? I played Suikoden. Y'all know Suikoden always had black characters in it. Why y'all mad at a black character on the cover?
So what was okay? I just want to make sure I understand. Was it just outright? Oh, okay, darky on the cover, don't like it, or okay, dang, it was
Which
that
is
blunt.
weird.
They were trying to use DEI as the excuse, but you're like, because even other people was bringing it out like, dude, have you ever played a Suikoden game? And they started listing all of them and showing all the black. There's way more black characters in the other games than even in this one. And you're like, bro, they've always had black characters. What are you talking about?
Right.
So I say that to say this. I'm glad I double dipped Tales of Kizera twice. I got on Xbox and on Switch.
Okay.
I'm glad I did because the game is fun. If you are sitting up here, you don't want to play this game because you're saying it's woke. Please stop using that term. I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out on a good game. If you can't stand the fact that there's a black character front and center, stop watching Black Panther that much. If you have a problem with a female character being on the cover, that says a lot about you, not about me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think that's the biggest problem too. Like, I don't think it would be an issue if people found out that Luigi was black.
Right.
It's Mario that's the problem.
Yeah.
So if you Gears of War, Coltrane, yeah, we love Coltrane, but if he was Marcus Phoenix,
it's like we'll throw you a bone, but you can't get the whole entree. You gotta fight for your scraps.
Yeah, you can't be the lead. You can't be up front.
And God forbid if he was black. Lord have mercy.
Ramirez does everything. Ramirez does everything in Call of Duty, but he doesn't get to survive to the end.
Right.
He doesn't get to see soap. So it's just one of those things. I don't know why that. Well, we know why.
We know why. We know why.
Let's not kid ourselves.
I'll just leave it. I just want people just say what you want to say. Just say it out loud if you're that bold. Like, I don't.
Just be honest.
Just say what you want to
say. If you're gonna be that big and bad, and you love freedom of speech, and your job that good, go on and say what you gonna say.
Say what you got. Go on there.
Say it. Go on.
I'll respect you more for it.
Yeah, because when you get fired, I'm gonna pray for you. So don't say it.
The screwed up thing was though, somebody made a post, and I remember seeing it, and they said if there was, because it was dealing with the whole Sweet Baby thing, y'all not hurting Sweet Baby by trying to boycott something because they already got paid.
Yeah,
there you go.
But somebody said if the KKK made a game, people would be crying about it. Oddly enough, I would play the game just because I want to see how bad it is. I would fully play through it because I'd want to see how bad it is. And if they have any sort of accuracy, I will congratulate their accuracy, then rip every other piece of it apart. Just because that one thought was actually interesting. Because if they make a game, at least I know when they make something and they're trying to push a message, I know that they believe in the message that they're trying to push.
There you go.
Yeah. And Trinell, you are absolutely right. They did not cry woke or DEI when Twin Tail was revealed for arms.
I'm trying to think. Were we using the term then?
We were using woke. But we
okay.
We were. They had just started using woke.
Another issue though is when people say woke, they're talking about a lot of people that aren't awake.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where you're not paying attention to anything.
Yep.
To be woke, you actually be paying. You'd have to.
You got to be paying attention. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Ron DeSantis doesn't know what it means, and a lot of y'all are using Ron DeSantis' damn definition of woke. I'm just saying.
No, it just became this thing I don't like because it doesn't give me an advantage.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I was gonna say I'll take it to another level, or you do, and you're Christopher Ruffalo, and you're just really, really evil about it, and you know why you want it to be the way it is. You want every time that it's mentioned that it's perceived as bad because that is your ultimate agenda. About him, and unfortunately, most of y'all don't want me to know about him. But I mean, he says the quiet part out loud, so all you have to do is look at his tweets, listen to what he says, and there's a reason behind all of that.
Right.
But, I'll leave that alone because we talking about video games.
Yep.
There you go.
But that being said, I wash my hands of it. Tales of Kizera is off the chain. So
About
I'm
the little
having
bit
fun.
I'm playing, a little bit I played so far. I mean, very close to Prince of Persia, but they're both solid games.
Yeah.
With black characters as leads at that point. So I mean, it's one of those things to where I mean, I get it. I grew up in Alabama, like that's blunt in your face racism. So I mean,
South Georgia.
Right there you go. So I knew what it was off jump, but yeah, it's very weird to bring it into video game space first and foremost, but then like you said, using the term incorrectly just because. Like it'd be a little different if it was like, okay, Kratos has been in God of War, he's who he is this entire time, and then something happens within the black community, and then they change Kratos as black. Like, okay, that makes sense. But like this is something that's been consistent.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
And y'all did not have a problem when y'all found out Kratos was Kyle from Living Single. Did not have a problem with it.
Oh,
Matter of fact, got so mad that they changed the character voice in the 2018 when there was actually a petition at one point to bring him back.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
I was like,
I love it.
Like
That maniacal laugh.
yeah.
Yeah, especially when it came down to Max.
What you got there?
That laugh is perfect.
I remember that when they all got in an uproar and then they had the nerve to sit there and say they missed the old voice actor. I'm like, but hold on, y'all.
Y'all wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Asking you shall receive.
I mean, isn't it funny though how you get a bunch of these people that don't know anything and then they ask for something, they get exactly that thing they asked for, and then it turns out to not be what they wanted. So then they get upset about it.
Metroid Prime, Metroid Other M.
About to say anything Nintendo related?
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online, like, yeah, because you wanted. You said Virtual Console cost too much because y'all broke, so you wanted the subscription plan. Now you don't. We can continue going. This is
because we can be on this all day.
Yeah, we'll be on this all day. There are so many examples. So many.
Because it's social media, and that was the one conversation I was having with somebody about. Like there used to be a time where you had to know and talk to people, to where social media just allows you to just go say what you want to say, and you meet different people where it has its positives. Because I mean, everybody here I would have never met without social media. But at the same time, there are some very, very lonely and very poor spoken individuals that are on social media.
Yeah.
So they utilize that in a very bad way. And the thing is, because it is social media, you can say what you want to say until it offends the wrong person, and then they take it back. But ultimately, I mean, it is what it is. Not everybody needs to be heard. It's kind of the key thing there. But yeah.
Well,
it's the anonymity of the internet. If you don't put your face up, or you don't put your face up, you think that you're invincible. Some people got to learn that IPs are easy to track.
There you go.
Very easy.
Even through VPNs.
But I promise I didn't link my YouTube to my gamer tag, and I promise I wasn't on Xbox Live last week. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You're from Seattle. You're from Seattle.
We even know your onion router you using to try to disseminate. We already know that.
And also for the people that may do things illegally and post it on social media that are using multiple VPNs, just so you know, those VPN providers are required to give governmental agencies that information if your crime gets to a certain level. So just so you know that.
And understand that certain level ain't as high as you think it is.
It
It really ain't.
So
I'm telling you because I know.
But I use Nord and Cloudflare.
Don't make it.
What I need to do is, if I'm going to commit a crime, it need to be a big one and make it worth it. Is what you're telling me.
Or
just not do it.
Or just not do it.
I mean,
okay.
no. Listen.
Get rid of student loans for everybody.
I'm going to play.
That ain't gonna work.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here. If you're going to do it, don't talk about it.
Yeah, don't
just
talk about
do
it.
And shut up.
What's been up with that? Like every time these fools do crimes and stuff, the first thing that they do is post it from their phone.
What?
They're this. I'm like,
yeah. Matter of fact, one dude was so stupid when he did it. He actually when he took the screenshot, he didn't highlight over and black out his damn IP address. Dude,
straight up.
yes. And I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, bruh, because he was talking about pirating Nintendo stuff, and he had the link up, and it had the IP address at the top with his name, with his username on it. And I'm just sitting looking. If I'm Nintendo's lawyers, I'm just smiling. I'm just cheesing.
Wasn't that the
I'm
same
just cheesing.
dude? Wasn't that the same dude that made the post like you really shouldn't be posting this?
Yes,
on the internet?
you told him that. Other people told him that too. Because he,
Your Honor, I'm just sitting here with his server with all these ROMs. I don't know what the problem is.
I was like,
Yeah,
why are you telling everyone you?
And
and
the first one
and-
talking about who snitched on me. You
snitched on you.
That was the dude that had the middle finger up at the screen, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
at,
why did you
at the very
post this
top
online?
At the very top, his IP. It was the name of the router, the VPN he was using. It had that VPN IP, his IP, and it had his username. I'm like, bruh,
stupid humans,
bruh.
Hey,
Like, take this down.
All it would take is too late. Once you put it up, the metadata is already
there
on the website, so they can
reminds me
even
of
if
that.
it takes it down.
That reminds me of that girl that was excited to get her first debit card or credit card, and she
Oh,
posted her damn
Lord.
credit
Put it
card.
online.
I was like, you idiot.
Yo, somebody did that and they was trying to get smart, like whatever. You try to get something off, and then they showed their Cash App card. Next thing you know, her next post was like, "Y'all really out here fraud? How y'all gonna sit here and
Look, if you playing with fire, you got burnt. That's your
did it on Twitter though. Twitter. Who does that on Twitter?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it even on even in a private platform. I wouldn't do that.
But Twitter would be they breed weird individuals.
But the thing is, I think the best thing I've heard is, clout is the new cash at this point. Like, people will do anything to get attention.
To get clout, yeah.
Sad.
I'm sorry. I'd actually take the cash over clout because clout keeps me.
Yeah.
I go anywhere and get attention.
Bills, so
yeah.
I'm not meant to be famous. My mouth is way too reckless.
Who you telling? Stupid games get stupid prizes. You are correct, Miss K.
And I'll go for every last top prize you got. Like, no.
See, if I was famous with the way I've been ranting this year,
yeah, you be done, dude.
You remember how
Rihanna, nah, you can't be on this platform. You down now.
Y'all remember old Rihanna on Twitter? That's me. That's me. That's me. Like, she did not give 2 cares or anything.
No, she did not.
Used to not.
She did not. All right, so y'all know, so this came out, and I had to laugh. This gave me a good laugh last week. So it came out for the umpteenth time that Epic wanted Samus in Fortnite. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, y'all have already talked about this. We've already talked about this. But I find it funny that people are still complaining, saying Nintendo should have let it happen. I'm like, bro, all I got to say is Bowsette. They are never going to let that happen, dude. Not with one of their IPs. Y'all saw how crazy Bowsette got.
But what
people
would be
make a full-on hentai porn with Bowsette in it.
Yeah.
It got that reckless. And I'm talking about immediately.
It got that reckless off of an idea, though.
Yeah.
Not even like out.
It's just because people saw that mushroom that turns
the super crown.
Yeah,
the super crown.
And so when you say when people get mad about, well, why wouldn't they let it in Fortnite? Can you imagine what some of the models are gonna do to Samus?
Oh, a lot of people is definitely gonna go ahead and strip her down to beneath her zero suit.
Enhance some things.
Yeah.
Somebody already said that they could just put her in there with zero suit so she can hold a gun. And I'm like, that ain't why you saying that. That's not why.
You saying that because you want to see the curvature of her body. Let's just be real.
Just go play Stellar Blade, bro. Like, I don't understand what is happening right now.
And they complaining about that. They complaining about that.
Somebody literally had there's a clip going around on Le Twitter of somebody just sliding up and down.
I saw that. I'm like,
are you serious?
Oh yeah, were they walking back and forth with her?
No,
you big time
the little vine thing.
Oh,
and then it's like all the I'm like,
hey, bro,
are you for real?
And y'all wonder why Nintendo don't want to give y'all access
at all.
Like, I don't blame. And the thing is, like, I completely agree with their position because it's their IP. You have to protect your IP. I mean, yeah, they let Master Chief in there because Master Chief is in full armor the whole damn time, and nobody is trying to do nothing like that with
Nobody's trying to see Master Chief without his
Nobody wants to
armor
see
on.
Master Chief.
The
No,
second you put Samus, the second you put Princess Peach, the second you put Zelda in there, bro, the freaks come out at night.
Just people are forgetting
in the daytime.
People are forgetting what happened with Chun-Li immediately. Into Fortnite.
Immediately.
I'm like,
so
they was doing that Street Fighter already.
They did it. They did
Oh,
it.
they were all making the Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6 with that daggone nude mod. I'm like, why do y'all need these characters nude?
I'm telling you, people
Like
weird.
there's literally stuff on the internet for you for this need you have.
If
it's free now.
If it's that serious for you, bro, there's some sites you can go to that you can handle that.
Orange logo.
The crazy part about it is I'm starting to think is that why Baldur's Gate took off like it did. Because you can just do all the perverts bought Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can't bear it.
Well, there you go.
Well,
we were talking about smashing bare cheeks all last night.
That joke is never going to not be funny.
No, it's never going to not be funny. So I just thought that was. But to see the amount of people get mad and try to be like, yeah, this is wrong. They should have let it happen. I'm like, bruh, I do not blame them one iota of a second for saying no.
But once again, what's the benefit for Nintendo?
For them, yeah, there is no benefit. Epic gets all the benefit.
But if you listen to ignoramuses on YouTube and Twitter, they will tell you that Epic has been around for so long and they use all these engines and they're everywhere. And Fortnite is so big, so Nintendo. I'm like, Fortnite is on Nintendo's platform, right?
There you go.
They already got all those people that they wanted from Fortnite on their system. So what benefit is it for them to have their character in Fortnite on another platform so other people can see it and they'll just play on that platform over there with Samus when they could just play with Samus on the platform that already has Fortnite?
Yeah,
because Fortnite doesn't have any like exclusive stuff right now, do they?
No.
Not to my knowledge. No.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Because that was the first thing that came to my mind. Because if you think about, for example, when Nintendo finally got Rocket League, the cars were exclusive within the Switch version, but I'm like, I highly doubt they would allow that with Fortnite.
Same thing for Minecraft. Like if Microsoft would bend the knee and give Nintendo exclusive content, you really think they're gonna come on? Like Microsoft, then Epic. Microsoft and then Epic. That's $1 trillion company that bent their knee to Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. And it would be easy for Epic to do this with Fortnite. Make a generic character body that is similar to Samus for every other platform to see, and just have Samus's image available on the Switch version. That's it. That's all y'all got to do.
They're not going to do that.
I mean, that would be the fix. That would be the fix, but then, you know
who going to complain? I mean, and he ain't even there no more.
Complain.
He ain't even there no more. But you know who gonna complain?
Well, I don't care if they complain.
Yeah, so
like, do you own the thing that you're complaining about? No, then shut up.
Do you even own any of the games that you complain about? That's my key thing too. Like, how many Metroid games have you played and or owned?
Yeah, and they're acting like, because once again, and this guy, that's why I love Metroid Dread so much. Because Metroid Dread put everybody on Front Street with people that claim they played Metroid. This game hard. Wait a minute. You said you played the game. This ain't even the hardest one in the series.
The literal easiest 2D Metroid game to date, and y'all can't play it.
You really needed Nintendo to tell you need to shoot walls to get to the next area. Like, there's other games other than Metroid that require that. Like, it's not even just like.
But even still, the game's original tutorial tells you that. So the fact that people didn't even think about that is like, so they had to go out their way to make additional video tutorials to tell you to do something that the game already told you to do.
How could you think that way as a game programmer? You made God of War. How do you? I don't even understand how you could ever not know this. Like, how do you?
But to be fair,
because Metroid is complicated.
to be fair, Nintendo was being very petty. Nintendo's in their petty stage right now, so they were like they were more than happy to do that. They were more than happy to do that.
That was after his actions, though.
I mean, listen, if I was in Nintendo's position, I would have made the video far worse. Because I would have definitely said this is DJ mode.
DJ mode.
Because if you can't play the game very well, we'll throw in a little bit of visual flair, put in some extra music, and we're going to call it DJ mode.
That's hilarious.
And we're gonna have the team at Way Forward to do the voiceover. Just so
no, we'll have the team at Way Forward. We'll have Shantae's voice giving you instructions.
I would have taken his direct video and played it in silent. Like, if you can't figure out,
see, I'm bold. I would link directly to the video directly on eShop. Like, time you open your Switch, it's right there for you.
But you know the worst part, and think about it with Dread, all of the destructible blocks, they look different. Even if it's subtle, they look different.
Yeah, they really do.
So this is like, how do you not catch this?
I mean,
it's only been.
You've never played a Metroid game. That's how you don't. Because
he can't work with that excuse. He named off Shantae. He named off several other games that follow the exact same formula, so he don't get that pass.
Well then,
it's still funny.
And Way Forward was like, "Nah, don't name us."
Yeah, because
don't name us.
Jules was like, "Hey man, hold on, keep us out of this."
Because he named Zeo Drifter.
Yeah,
and Jules was like, "Nah, don't bring me up in this."
It's obvious in that game too. That's bad.
And boy, you got Jules Watson like, "Nah, bro, don't drag me in your business.
Don't even.
Don't you dare." I got a good relationship with them. You ain't messing my shit. Nah,
you're messing my money up.
But there's other games out there. There's other games out there where it's not obvious at all, but you still know that's what you need to do. Like there's no way for you to progress. So eventually you'll start experimenting and figure it out. It's not. Oh, it hurts so bad.
Which is why it was so funny.
That's either having a lack of instinct and creativity, or you were doing it on purpose to create a viral moment, and that viral moment backfired.
Big time.
Yep.
Big time. Because he tried it again with Ty K, and that did not end well for him. That
it did not. People told him worse for that.
Yeah.
So can we officially say that gaming press and people in the industry, period, have officially failed at saying anything negative about Nintendo since like 2017?
About to say it's been a minute, but yeah,
they've been trying. They've been trying it. It ain't been working. So
no,
like,
not for the general public. Nah.
It used to work.
Because it used to work because they didn't do. I think what killed them is Directs and Treehouse Lives. Mm-hmm. It's hard to control the narrative when the narrative is taken away from you and you are not allowed to control it.
And even worse is when you boot up your Switch, it has a bunch of videos for their more recent news that pops up. So no matter what you say, if somebody boots up their Switch, they're still going to get the proper information.
Yep.
So don't help me.
Once again, I'm like, bro, you should have. Once again, Iwata killed them with a smile.
Yeah.
It was too many people. It was too many people. It was too many people a couple years ago. They would be complaining about Wii U and like, "Oh, you having all these problems with Wii U?" Okay, I was like, "Well, what's your username? What's your NNID?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know what you need that for." No, just tell me. And
let me see.
They never have this information. They never have this information somehow. I'm like, "Well, here's mine," and add me real quick, and I never get a notification. I'm like, "Yeah, that's funny." So like, you're talking about the thing you don't own. Cool. That's just big red flag, but.
Listen.
When there's 100 million people talking about something, only 13 million people bought. I don't.
Listen, let's not talk about the game itself. Let's just talk about how stupid you are and how dumb you are for not agreeing with me about my facts. I
made up facts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like everybody knows. everybody knows that it's popular opinion, so that makes me right.
Yep.
Right. There you go.
So
If you reply to it, then I block you.
Yep. So my question for y'all is, how long is it before we get a hashtag E for Smash?
Oh, that's already
Hashtag
been
who?
happening.
Hashtag E from Stellar Blade for Smash.
Oh, you about to celebrate?
That's
Yeah.
already been happening.
I'm about to say that
Oh,
shit already be happening right now. Yeah.
That's been already happening. It's been happening since day one, since launch.
Nah, because I remember because that was supposed to kill Bayonetta, and that clearly didn't happen.
Those games, even if you've never touched either one of them, you can tell they control completely different.
Completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Completely
That
different.
looks more on the lines of
Nier.
Final Fantasy, or Nier.
Well, because just from the little combat that I've seen, it looks like a mashup of Bayonetta, Nier, and Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's
And I'm like,
way slower than Bayonetta.
If you want that Bayonetta killer, there's Dante and Astral Chain. I don't know what else you. Come on, like it's one of those two. Like, why would you? And you better pick the right one, because like a lot of them are gonna be. They're not gonna be as good as at least Bayonetta 2, in my opinion. So.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, that reminds me. So on the subject of clothes, y'all remember when Bayonetta 2 dropped and everybody saw the Princess Peach and Princess Daisy costume?
Mm-hmm.
Great times, wasn't it?
Remember when Bale was rocking the foxtail?
Wow.
There you go. Appreciate you, Trinell.
But
Yeah,
Trinell
recognize
always
me.
remembering.
Wow. Wow.
Trinell remembers those things.
That's her orange logo name. That's gonna be her orange logo name for life now. I'm gonna remember this every time I play that game now.
There you go. All the buns. That's what we matches perfectly.
That's why I was like, when I was looking at it, I'm like, if I had a PS5, I'd probably pick that up just so I can piss people off.
I'm pretty sure it's a
actually
good
looks
game.
fun, though.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
looks
thing.
fun though.
I'll wait for it to come to PC. I mean, because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it will.
it's definitely coming to PC.
Yeah.
It's the desperation though. Like, why people looking for version 1.0 discs? Like, what are we doing? Like,
that's the
people also forgetting that Sony can force the update from their servers, so it don't make a difference anyway.
Yeah.
You have to play it offline.
Just like they forcibly took down people's videos that they bought on their service.
Or entire
and
games.
Revoked access to it.
So correct me if I'm wrong. This was just an update that kind of clothed her a little bit more, correct?
Yeah. Basically, they changed a couple of the outfits to actually have more fabric over certain areas because they didn't want people to get mad. So I want to ask the ladies. Vicky, I'll start with you. If a game is rated M for mature, should it be censored? If the game is rated M?
I don't think it should be censored.
Debbie, what about you?
I mean, do you see what I'm wearing? No. What do you mean?
I kind of suspected that was.
Like I'm wearing Stellar Blade clothing right now. What are you talking about?
The reason why I ask is because every time we have this discussion about censorship, it's usually about a game that's rated M for mature, which means your kids shouldn't be playing it.
Exactly.
If you buy the game for your kids, that's not a company problem. That's a parent problem.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you're complaining about a character having less clothing, or you don't like the fact that Bayonetta has a short skirt on, looking like Princess Peach and Daisy, which I thought was hilarious, but it's a rated M game.
All right.
Now,
Your
Jay,
child shouldn't be playing it anyway.
as a fan of Senator Joe Lieberman, I will have you know that everything that people do in video games, they do in real life. So we must ban them all, sir.
Well,
sir.
Well, then that means I done racked up over 500,000 bodies.
Great.
I do fishing in real life, and then I cook the fish. So
I guess
we must protect our children.
I racked up millions of bodies.
Man.
Well,
living and unliving.
Here's the other thing too. So, like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. If y'all remember that game, I think 1 and 2 came over here. 3, they just
3 did not.
Tecmo said, "To hell with y'all." But the funny thing about it was people got mad at 2, right? But all the bikinis in there was made by Hugo Boss, Chanel, Polo, all these designers, Vera Wang, you could go to Victoria's Secret and see those bikinis in there. They got mad at them. They put those designs in the game because that's who helped. Now the game is rated T for teen. So once again, if you are allowing your 7-year-old to play that game, that is not Tecmo's fault.
Well, I think the key thing that's being missed. Now, I'm not saying that this is something that makes sense. We understand that people still view video games as a kid's product. Now, granted, we have ESRB.
Yeah.
I can count on quite a few hands how many parents I've seen ignore the ESRB, or they trust their child to give them an honest answer. Like, hey, mom, can I get this? I've been in Target. Like, hey, mom, can I get this? Like, what is this?
But,
like, oh, you just do this, this, and this, leaving half of the bad stuff out. And it's
Right.
like,
Come on,
okay,
Jay.
put it on the counter.
You can't bash the ESRB. The ESRB is the only industry standard that the video game industry has on its own. We can't.
I would never bash them. My thing is the
People
ideal
ignore it.
that most people have of, because I view this thing this way, it should always be this way in my mind. So even though the ESRB goes out their way to tell you this is a mature product, even to the point where we used to have the NC-17 or NR-17,
Yeah.
like it
On
went
a
to
couple
that
games.
extent.
Yeah.
We
on a
even
couple
talked
games,
about
yeah.
before on movies, like with Deadpool.
Mhm.
We're telling you who this is mature for, but because you view movies as in my child should be able to watch everything because it's Marvel.
Well, it's a
Or-
superhero movie. It's
There
a
you go.
superhero
Or
movie.
Yeah.
even in video games. Video games are for kids in their eyes. So therefore, every game that comes out, I shouldn't have a problem with. As if we didn't go through the Mortal Kombat fiasco along with Grand Theft Auto.
But
Back in
that's what I
early
was
days.
going to say.
Also, Joe
Pointed
Lieberman.
out.
Also, Joe Lieberman.
Yeah.
Thompson.
Also him. The weird thing about this is about the DOA, the volleyball thing is, I own a Dreamcast. Dead or Alive 2
Right.
is on it, and
Yep.
you just make your age 99, and the
Yes.
outfits on there are way skimpier than anything
Yes.
that I've
Yes.
seen
Very much
on
so.
DOA volleyball. I've only played DOA volleyball 1, but like everything on DOA 2 Ultimate has
It's a lot of movement.
Yeah.
a lot of movement.
A lot of movement.
She kicks high.
Andre,
She kicks high before Xbox.
Andre, what was the point you were trying to make?
Oh, no, I was going to say, Jay Biggs had said the thing about Mortal Kombat. It was in the chat.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Most parents were kids
Yep,
during
they
that time.
don't-
I know I was a kid back then. I
Yeah.
remember that whole debacle.
Well, the other thing, and like the Deadpool situation, 'cause I told y'all when I would go see Deadpool 1 in the theater, there was a lady with her kids in there. She didn't make it past the doggone credits. Outside of the theater, we went into. You know how they have the big standees? It was a standee and a poster with a big rated R on it. There was another lady brought her kids in there during the sex montage, got mad and got up and walked out, demanded her money back. Lady, it's rated R.
Jay, you experienced parents with principals. I went on a date with my wife there, and we watched parents with their child the entire way through.
But
Yeah.
the thing
The
was,
entire way through that movie.
my thing was they were complaining. But the parents that left, they were complaining. And I'm sitting up here like, y'all didn't see that big ass rated R on that? Your child, your 7-year-old ain't got no business in here.
Jay, people don't read.
It's Deadpool.
I
They don't
mean,
know who that is. They
The
don't know
name
who that
should
is.
tell you more than enough, though.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
I can't wait for 3. I can't wait for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh,
This is gonna be off
I'm
the chain.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And-
yes.
And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of parents because they love Hugh Jackman, especially the ladies.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be in there. They gonna tell their kids to close their eyes. That's what they gonna say. They gonna leave.
Oh yeah.
They're
They did go see Hugh.
Close your eyes and plug your ears.
Close your eyes. Close
I'm
your
so
eyes. put your-
excited.
Look, listen, look.
I'm so excited for it. I literally just started seeing a clip of him shoot. You know the clip where he was doing the time skip to
Yeah.
rearrange. I started sitting after people. I'm just ready. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Look,
So-
Yeah, I
There-
can't wait for
there
that
was-
movie. I love it.
There was one thing I wanted to say on to play devil's advocate for censorship.
Oh God.
It is simple. It's simple, something that everybody can understand. Different regions have different
Oh, yeah,
thoughts about certain things.
True.
So
True.
there's going to be censorship no matter what you want, no
Right.
matter what the artist wants. There's
Mhm.
going to be censorship in some way, shape, or form to deal with the different proclivities of different regions.
Yeah,
Like Mother
And
3.
we can't help that.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. That's
Mother
true.
3 is a big
Well,
example.
first of all, any game in that Mother series, if you played them, you know good and well ain't gonna fly nowadays.
It
That's why I'm
wouldn't.
sitting up here
No.
like I be laughing when I hear them people be saying that because some of those same people that's begging Nintendo to bring Mother 3 can't stand Bayonetta. I'm like, have you even played the first Mother, the first two Mothers? The stuff they was talking about in there, bruh.
Yeah.
But I think that goes back to our Metroid conversation, right? To where you start talking about, okay, well, this is a little bit more dark, or even Zelda. This is darker than you think, but because it's not being shown to you, it's something you have to read about. They excuse it.
Yeah, because half the time I think they don't play the whole game. They just play like first 5 minutes.
Right.
Wind Waker is a nice little kiddie cartoon. Until you get halfway through it, you're like, what the? Jackie brought up with Kirby. Like, Kirby is cute and cuddly till you get to that body horror part.
Oh yeah,
very much so. Things.
Yeah, but RJ, you are absolutely right because Lollipop Chainsaw was getting remastered.
That game is going to be heavily edited.
I'm scared. I am so scared.
Then don't bring it out. It doesn't make sense.
I'm like, because if they did, if they not remastered, but if they tried to remake No More Heroes 1 and 2, you know, good and well half that stuff ain't gonna be in there. No More Heroes, the way it starts out is he jumps off a bike, cuts two dudes' heads off, and says what he says.
Yes.
Wow.
That ain't flying nowadays, man.
The premise of the first game wouldn't fly today.
No, the first two. When you find out the real reason why he's doing what he's doing.
Oh man,
it ain't to be one assassin. Let's just put it like that. It's really not to be.
But he's
making you hell.
He wants to be the number one assassin, but the reason ain't the best reason for him to be the number one assassin.
And,
right.
You really can't.
So brief intermission. Vicky, really? Really? My man is not doing anything to anybody. And you just want to hit him with the extra media? All right, okay.
No, listen. I spit a racial slur, honky sue me.
Oh God!
They cosplaying as Lotto.
Oh man!
Oh man! Oh man!
Oh man!
Nah.
Listen, the black guy doesn't die in this movie.
There you go. Talk to him. Talk to him.
That was what, Scream 2? That's the only one I can think of.
Oh man!
Talk to her. 8 Mile. Talk to her.
But no, I was thinking that even No More Heroes 2, several scenes would have to be changed. Like, you know, Shinobu coming on to Travis.
That was
would definitely be removed.
The high school chick that basically to herself she wants him to get her pregnant. Like, they that.
But you're my
senpai. I think
Oh,
she's older than that.
Huh?
By 2, I think she's older than that. But
no, I'm talking about the other girl.
You're talking about the English girl.
Yeah, that's at the high school. Like,
you're right.
High school. I'm like,
I completely forgot about that because she said, "Don't get me preggers."
Yeah, because I was sitting up there like, what the?
Like, this is a fight. This ain't that type of situation.
And the funny thing about it, when he's reading the love letter, it gets progressively worse, which is hilarious.
But I'll give it.
251 has issues.
I'll give it to Travis though, because he was sufficiently creeped out by her.
Yeah,
which you should be.
You should be. Yeah. So, but
you should be, but we know that there's people in the industries right now that would be looking at that and salivating in the mouth.
Yeah.
So
they would have to cut that too, because I'm like, once again, I like Suda One's humor, but that stuff wouldn't fly. Now, I was surprised that scene made it in, to be honest. In 2,
some of that stuff is just Japan. That's just Japan go.
Yeah,
and that's.
Which they're okay.
It was
with
his
that type
vision,
of stuff, but over here we get too sensitive.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Well,
we pick and choose because bloodletting, sure. Bloodletting and all the other kind of stuff, and you can do whatever you want as long as you're magically 18. That's kind of strange. But
Sir Tom, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles X with Lynn.
Yeah, but she's a young character, so you would expect that.
Well,
to happen.
young in the American version, but when she like, because they changed her age in the
She was
English
14 in
series.
the original game. Yeah, she was
Yeah,
14.
she was 14.
Okay, because I know
So
like there was some controversy about that, which I was like, why would they even do that? That's whatever. But yeah, but that's the game they want everybody to port to Switch, right?
They don't
yeah,
know
they
what
do.
they want. They don't
They
know.
say
They want to
port
they
it.
want to port it to Switch so they can figure out how they could dual screen it somehow. I don't know. And some people are magically saying it works so well on Switch and this other dual screen Aya Neo whatever kind of foolishness. And I'm like, show
No, it
me
don't.
start to finish how you got all that working.
No, it don't.
I think that's
for the whole game. Because remember, half the time they don't get past chapter 4.
yeah. Well, chapter 1, like just going across Primordia, a lot of those shaders break. So and I know because I played it. So like I don't know, man.
Mhm.
It's people keep telling you this stuff, man, and they just show you because oh my god, the 60 frames per second or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's for like 30 minutes of the game for you. After you don't load it all the shaders, after it takes like 2 hours versus running straight off the disc and all the shaders are there. Go figure. When you work on a console and you don't need drivers, you don't need to do that. So I don't know, man. I just hate that whole community of people doing that because I'm like, well, you defeat the entire purpose that bespoke hardware is. So, but I'll get off my soapbox talking about tech right now.
This also lets you know that a bunch of people, for as much as they claim to know something about this game, they have not touched it.
Yeah, they have.
No.
Well, I found that out. But yeah, I found it out when somebody tried to go at me about it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna stop talking to you. So that's pretty much how I just had to end that because I'm like, bro, you clearly did not play this entire game on CMU like you claimed to, because there's no way you got to the scale part. Because the scale part, that's where it breaks.
Yep.
And so you didn't finish the game, so it doesn't work.
Hey, you gotta love it. It
They've
gets
been
your view counts,
updating it,
though.
but they've been updating it, but it's still like the only game that effectively works from beginning to end is the one that they promote all the time, and that's Breath of the Wild, and that's pretty much gonna be it.
Yeah, because
So-
I'm about to say, even with Tears of the Kingdom, it's still a little glitchy.
Thank you, yeah.
No, even
And then they were advertising for a minute with what was the Violet for Pokemon. They say, okay, it runs bad on the Switch, but we can probably run it better on the PC. Nah, it still runs bad. Like you can't root for that.
That's code for you.
Which reminds me, I still need to make my surface to air vehicle in Tears of the Kingdom. Hey, look, somebody made a TIE fighter. That means it can be done. Yeah.
I saw a tank the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah. Oh, I made a tank.
That's nuts, bro.
I made a tank. So yeah.
Hey, but don't give it its flowers because Nuts and Bolts did it first, sir.
Uh-huh.
I was done. I was done when somebody made Triptychon in Tears of the Kingdom. I'm like, God bless you, whoever you are. You made an entire giant dinosaur that even transforms. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I was like, how did you?
And they still haven't broken it. Nobody's
How
broken
did
that
you
game
do
yet.
that?
Nobody's broken it yet. They've tried. Nobody's broken it.
Everything works the way you expect somehow. I don't know how they wrote this. I don't know how they wrote it.
Well, it does explain why it took so long for it to come out.
Yeah. And now people are mad that they won't make DLC for it. I'm like, Al
You
Newman
can
is
make
working
your
on the
own
next-
DLC in the game.
Yeah, so, and plus, like Al Newman already said, like, bro, we're working on the next thing. We're trying to get the next one out. So
My thing
No.
is this: when you have a game like Tears of the Kingdom, don't ask for DLC. What you need to be asking is for your other companies to finish their damn games.
yeah,
And give you the
That's
original.
true.
yeah.
Because you asking for a complete game like Tears of the Kingdom to give you DLC. Yeah, your standards is off the charts. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, we talked about that with Smash Brothers. Like, Smash Brothers
Yeah.
does not need DLC.
It
No,
doesn't.
I have not heard of one person that has 100% in any of those Smash Brothers games.
No.
I mean, you
Yeah.
might
No.
get lucky if somebody did it with 64, but that's about it.
Yeah, because
I
there's a
well,
I know one person did finally got made.
I did GameCube. I
I
did
know
Melee.
one person finally got Melee 100%, but like Brawl, I haven't heard of nobody doing Brawl. 4, no. Ultimate, no. I'm like, there's so much stuff. Like Sakurai puts so much stuff in them games. Like, bro, you still like, I don't see the point. So
Yeah.
like Breath of the Wild did not need DLC. They just did it.
Yeah.
They were probably testing some stuff out. Like, oh, this might be fun.
Right.
But you know what it is though, like Tears of the Kingdom exposed the industry, so they have to like continue to say, you know what? Well, there should be more. We should expect more from Nintendo. Well, they already did better than every other game that
There
has
you
come
go.
out in the last decade. So
There
why
you
are
go.
you moving the goalpost to something else they need to do that nobody else has done yet? So if they need to meet a metric, show what other game does that. And that hasn't even happened yet. We still haven't gotten other games to match what Breath of the Wild did. So like,
Not even close.
Now that
Yeah.
reminds me, I forgot. Tears of the Kingdom is DLC for Breath of the Wild. What am I saying?
There you go. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
It is DLC for
You're
Breath of the
right.
Wild.
oh yeah,
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I ain't never played
That's a
DLC
whole-
that good, boy. Woo.
That's a whole nother game. That's a whole nother game. You can't count it until you're playing it. Until you play the game and you start playing it, and then it doesn't count as a whole nother game because it's just all it is just glorified DLC.
Yeah, it's
I mean, if it's DLC and it got nominated for Game of the Year, can we go back and nominate Turner for Game of the Year? Can we do that? I'd like.
Well, you
the
got to
Xenoblade does the
nominate
thing.
first.
Well, first of all, you can't be on Jeff Keighley's Game Awards because that's not
Right.
ever going to happen. And
Oh, yeah.
you have to do it at Tokyo Game Show or Paris Games. You're not doing it
Right.
at Jeff Keighley's Game
The
Awards.
only way that works, Shadow, is if you turn
Somebody
around
made it?
and say the game is. You got to turn around and say the game is not finished yet. It's not quite done. It's still in production.
It's got to be a Dragon Age game or a Cyberpunk update.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, it
Got it.
ain't fully fledged.
Oh, okay.
Still got it.
I was thinking about it wrong. Sorry.
But I
Or
honestly
you
feel
gotta
like
be No Man's Sky as well.
Or
Right.
it gotta
Oh,
be
yeah,
made by
No Man's
Sony.
Sky.
It got to be made by Sony. It has to be made by
Right.
Sony.
Most improved award. You get a little badge. You tried. Hey.
But I
You get
feel
a
like
participation
Nintendo
trophy.
would honestly get nominated more if they just checked off the graphics box. They don't have to if their games plummeted
No,
in gameplay and just checked off the graphics box.
No,
they
see,
would nominate them.
I agree with Jay Biggs.
Which one? Oh, let me see. They had an ad there. Oh yeah. Hey, but see, Nintendo can take it a step further with a dinosaur with Bowser. Like they can make that.
I mean, technically, if you play Fire Emblem, Nintendo already took it further.
Yeah, they did. Because man, when you told me about that, Andre, and I found it, I'm like, oh,
So somebody's
was not expecting that.
somebody is having babies with them dragons for them to be half dragon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Somebody
hold
Game of Thrones?
Look at this big green scaly dragon. Yeah, I'd hit that.
yeah, basically.
Dragons have human forms.
and proceeds to do that.
Hey, look, they saw them as dragons first.
That's
They
the
saw
problem.
them as dragons first.
Maybe-
they didn't see the human form until afterwards.
Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe they used the super crown temporarily. I don't know how.
Hey, they use some magic.
But you know, in Mario games, they don't really ever really talk. So I think it should be a scene where Peach just comes out and she's like a good 8 months, and Mario's like, "What happened?" You know, he had that face, and Bowser got that smirky face. Like,
Hold on, he said what? What did Mario say?
he got that face like, "What happened?" You know. Like,
Peach is like, child support. We going to court.
Bowser,
Also, I run the court.
That's unfair.
Oh, no, they're pulling a fan bully.
Told retainer like, you're getting hit with the book.
I'm like, hey, look, we gonna take a cut of your brother's money too. We know he's
Yep. Every single coin you vacuum up. Going to the state.
Man, Trinell. Gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah, there is.
Oh wow, yeah.
So they be getting down to Fire Emblem.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a full zoo going on. Full zoo.
Hey.
Oh man, it's like yeah. Look, the whole zoo there. They all gonna have kids by this dude right back here.
There's a sign on. Please keep this dude away from this.
Oh man.
But Andre, we gotta talk about the return of the greatest North American name in all of fighting games.
Look, I'm glad that they didn't do that. I'm glad that
Come
they did
on,
not go
man.
with that.
Kushnu Butt is the
That is
greatest.
not. I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
what?
No. Kushnu Butt was a horrible name for that character, and they only threw it on him because he's Afrocentric.
Who's
No.
new butt?
Kushu
Uh,
Butt.
His name was Marco Rodriguez, and that's what we're gonna stick with.
Okay, so
What?
Fatal Fury got a new game coming out, City of the Wolves. In Fatal, which one was that? The one on Dreamcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one on
Mark of the
Dreamcast,
Wolves is on Dreamcast.
yeah, Mark of the Wolves. The character's name in North America is Kushnu Butt.
And I'm like,
Did you not?
Yeah, that's horrible.
it's so
this a
insulting.
man?
He's
Yes!
a good
Wow.
character.
Yeah, it's very insulting.
So,
He's one of the
Listen,
better fighters in that game, but they threw butt on him as a
Yeah.
name. I'm like, why?
but in other regions, his name is Marco Rodriguez. And I'm
That's
like,
such a drastic change, though.
yes.
Yeah,
And,
They're
and
letting you know how they really feel.
Right.
that's how they felt. Real talk. That's how they felt.
The explanation at the time was that there was an MMA fighter with a very similar name, and they didn't want to have controversy over it.
And you
I'm
couldn't
like,
come
but
up
the
with
name-
nothing
Call him
else.
Marcus.
Okay,
That'll
you don't
work.
just call him Marcus then.
Yeah, don't call him.
Wait, why? What is a Kushnood in the first place?
Listen. It works
That
out.
that way they will only get sued by somebody with an Xbox Live gamer handle. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only thing. They ain't got to worry about nothing else. Just
Like,
that.
It works
It sounds
out
like
if
if
he
we
looks like Fleece Johnson. That's the only way it works out.
Oh God.
Dude does not look like Steve Johnson. We ain't gonna go there.
Oh man, that's
His
good.
last name should be Booty then instead of Butt. just be Booty.
Okay. They get sued from Matt Booty.
But I'm like,
That's a crazy last name,
once
boy.
I found out what his actual name was, I was like, why didn't they just stick with his name?
Yeah, or just
Like,
call him
why?
Rodriguez, or
Or
something.
just drop,
Mark,
take
yeah.
the O off it, just call him Mark.
Yeah,
Just say Mark.
they could either just call him Rodriguez or Mark or Marcus or do
I was
a
like,
or do a Street Fighter. Just call him General Vega or something. I don't know. Like,
But y'all
Something.
insult the man, and he's Yo's top student. He's the man's top student. Y'all did that to him.
and the funny thing about it is his character is great. Like I like playing with the character, but yeah, that name ain't right. And on top of that, it's like a pompadour, which I find that hairstyle is just hilarious to me. The pompadour hairstyle is just hilarious.
Right.
And he got a fro pompadour.
Yeah, he has a full pompadour. he looks like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho, the anime. Not the live action show.
Wow.
We're not gonna talk about the live action show, but we're talking about the anime.
watching
Like
that.
he kind of looks like that hairstyle wise.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they named him Kushnu Butt.
Koosh nude butt.
All right.
That's-
You got it.
That's interestingly
Yeah, you got it.
plain on what they was doing. Like,
The greatest fighter in all of Fatal Fury.
but
Right.
that goes to what y'all said in the beginning about how they don't want you to have that much like power or whatever. You got to be the side character. You can't get this. You can't be the best.
At least give me a decent name, though.
Yeah, and that's one of those situations where I go back and I just think I'm like, okay, I understand we got different regions, but
Mhm.
if you don't have any black friends, call your neighbor.
I mean, Google's a great source. I mean,
Or you can go to there's a couple of websites you can go to where they talk about names. You can find like
It's
I
really
mean,
not that
even
hard.
back then,
James,
that
Jack, Eric, right.
you know
something.
Tyrone.
I mean, it's been a schism for a while though, because like Terry Bogard is the main character. He looks American, but all those characters are supposed to be Japanese. And then the
Right.
same thing for Street Fighter. It wasn't Ryu, it was Ken. He's just a
Right.
palette swap of Ryu, but they just well, I can play with Ken Masters because he's the American. And it's just a weird. I don't know exactly. Well, we know, but it's just strange that it continued all this time. It shouldn't have to. It should be
Yeah.
obvious
It
what the
shouldn't
change.
have.
But I only bring that up because his character trailer did drop, and he looks awesome. The character
Yeah,
trailer does look awesome.
the character himself is great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
he's fun to play with, and
Combo's great.
and anybody who's played Mark of the Wolves that's played with him, he has a far better combo system than everybody else that has his fighting style.
Way better flow.
This is true.
All of his moves they flow right into each other. Like you can combo on top of combos with him. So like it was like y'all made him this good, but gave him a name that crappy. Like
This is why you only play the Japanese version.
Nobody plays with him ever.
And people like I've talked to other people about playing, like when the people that knew about those games, and a lot of people didn't play with them just because of that, because of his name.
Wow.
Yeah, J Biggs, I noticed that too. That the comment he just left for the Street Fighter intro.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
How interesting.
Yeah. Yep. That was.
I
funny.
think when they switched to the game consoles, they switched the dude to being a white dude. But in arcade, it's definitely
arcade. That was not the case.
I mean, it would have been nice if they just swapped them every now and again. Just like, okay, one time one dude catch it, and next time the other dude catch it.
Nah,
that would have been nice.
Nah, that's not nice. Gonna keep it real. All right, people. That's gonna be our show for tonight. Thank everybody in the chat for showing up. We really do appreciate it. Vicky, anything you want to pimp out?
Yeah, for sure. Come by our Fortnite tournament on May 3rd. Check out our Twitter for where you can sign up. Hope for everybody to be there. All skill levels are welcome. I don't think we have anybody who's like any real sweats in the tournament. So, everybody has a chance to win, and there are prizes. So
cool. Debbie, once again, thank you for joining us. Anything you want to pimp out?
No, I'm just here so I don't get fined by my boss.
There we go.
Give her some Skittles. Give her some Skittles right now.
You have to have a conversation.
Oh yeah.
Worried.
Ooh, give me some Skittles.
Hey, Vic, it's like
give me some Skittles.
It is like that.
All right, Sandstorm, what you got for us?
So yesterday, we had the part 3 and finally the end to our best or game of the generation. Jack joined us for that. Was great time. Jay Biggs won that, so shout outs to Jay Biggs because he gets a $10 gift card to his online shop of choice. Every Saturday you can catch us there at 9:00 and here at 7:00 Chill Podcast on Monday at 7:00. Vicky, why are you doing a slow lip looking thing?
I'm still waiting for you to put on the baby oil, but looks like you ain't doing it. So
I don't have any baby oil on hand. Like you.
I'm so glad
we don't wear extra medium and not have the baby oil.
That's a loss for today. You either get you either get tank top, no oil, or you get oil and fully clothed. So, like,
that's gonna be a hot day for you, sir. Oil and you hot.
I'm so glad we're not monetized. Jack,
your pores ain't gonna be able to breathe. You might want to rethink
that. Jack, what you got for us, man?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that's kind of had me away for a while, the music is done. Now I just kind of have to do my submissions, and I say next month we should have something, at least from an album standpoint, and then the compilation album for my 5-year anniversary will be out a little bit later in the year. Yeah, I mean, I really tuned in heavy with this one. But then also too, there's another one next year that's more video game focused. I have a couple of features that I'm waiting on, but because a lot of things came up for me personally, I got to wait to push that one out till next year. So I'm giving everybody time to get their verses submitted, and yeah, we'll get that one out too.
Cool. Shadow.
Yeah, channel dead, but if y'all pay attention, it's been really quiet. So just pay attention and stay sub. I don't know. If you don't stay sub to these guys. Like if y'all aren't sub to me, I understand. It's fine because I ain't put out shit in like 12 years. So
not like me.
Yeah. The upload will come. It'll come when it comes. Shadowcast will show up whenever they show up, or it might be a link between these guys. Who knows? So yeah, we'll do that. Gamers at large? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it all back there now. So
wow, yeah. Back in time.
We reaching.
Yeah. Andre.
I mean, I did do a live stream this week. I was talking with Gilligan, basically just whatever random subject at the time. So you go back, check that out. And there's also a couple clips that I posted from several live streams. One in particular hurt some people's souls because it was talking about how the Nintendo Wii U was dogpiled and nobody bought it. But, tis life. And if I hurt some souls, that's their fault. They shouldn't have been in the crossfire.
Facts. All right.
What Andre just said was a hint for my followers, by the way.
So check out the fresh take me and Vicky did earlier for X-Men 97. Y'all really should be watching that cartoon, by the way. Game developers, we need some X-Men related games. I'll take beat 'em ups, fighters, whatever. But we need some X-Men games. I'm just saying for everybody, not for no exclusivity, for everybody. But other than that, thank you guys for joining. We will see you guys next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all have a good night. See you later. Peace out, peoples.
Peace.
Peace.